So I bought these cans from Costco, and they're touchless with a motion sensor, and they take 8 AA batteries each, and they burn through the batteries pretty quick. So I'm going to show you how you can use a AC to DC wall adapter instead of batteries. Here are the 2 chargers I got on Amazon. The link is below. They are 12 volt, 2 amp, and they come with a barrel connector that plugs into this guy. Okay, so we have one of the trash can lids here. Go ahead and turn it over. Make sure the switch for this one is off. Can't really see. Okay, and we're gonna see how much power it needs. We take out the batteries here. There's 2 of these packs of 4 AA batteries. So each AA battery is 1.5 volts, and so since there's 8 of them, that if you take 8 times 1.5, you get 12. So we need a 12 volt power supply. Now you could get your 12 volt power supply and cut off the end and then splice in, or not splice, but connect the 2 ends to the leads in here, if you can see them. Yeah, you could connect those up directly to the power supply, but I'm going to do it a little differently. So I'm going to go ahead and take out these, let's see, 6 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then see what's inside. Okay, so I got all 6 screws out, and now let's go ahead and open her up. Okay. So the wires that we care about are these 2 here. This one has a bunch of X's on it, or plus signs, indicating that this is the positive wire, and this one is the negative, which goes through the switch over here. So what we want to do is desolder the positive and negative off of these battery contacts. Okay, so shouldn't take much. I'll go ahead and do the positive first. Try not to get any of the other wires here. Okay, there's the positive off. And the negative is attached. Let me try and get that. There we go. Okay, and then there's the negative. Now that we have our positive and negative lines, we can take our barrel connector and connect the one with the X's, positive, to the positive connection. If I can get this. And then the negative to the negative connection. There we go. So I want to be able to unplug the cord from the trash can lid when I need to take the lid off. So in order to do that, I'm going to attach this barrel connector in a spot that has clearance. So with the lid on, if I create a notch about right here, I can kind of put this barrel connector in the notch, and then I'll hot glue it down, and that will allow me to take my other end of the barrel connector and plug in when I need to. Okay, so I cut out this notch for this guy to fit into. It's a little too far to the left because it's kind of hitting this right here. So if I was to do it again, I would move this whole thing to the right a little bit. But this should still fit kind of at an angle. So I used various tools. A Dremel tool would be the best to cut this out, I think. But I used an oscillating tool and just a drill bit. But it worked. So in order to get the positive and negative wires run over here, the positive wire is going to reach when the lid closes, but the negative wire will not reach when the lid closes. So we're going to need to extend it just a little bit. So what we can do is take one of these connecting wires that connected the two battery packs together. We can just desolder one of those and use that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I extended the negative wire that comes from the switch. I added in this extension piece here, put a little shrink wrap on it just because I had it, soldered those together, and I removed, there was another wire, the other positive wire, I just removed that. So now I have the positive and the negative connected to this. So now all I need to do is hot glue it in place. I need some hot glue. Okay. All right. Give that a little bit of time to cool. Okay, that should be cool enough. Now we just need to put the lid back on. Okay. So route these wires around the edge, like so. Just kind of stick them in there. Okay. There we go. That one. Okay. Okay, now that the lid's on and all the wires are inside, just got to put the screws in. Back in. right, all the screws are in. Now, as you can see, there is a gap here because of this. This could have been done a little better if I would have moved it to the right a little more and probably made the cut a little deeper. This lid would sit a little better, but it should work. All right, let's try plugging this in. So here we go. This barrel connector is a little tight. Okay, pretty stable with the hot glue, that's good. Let's turn on the switch. Got the lights. And here we go. Beautiful. It goes up a little faster than with the batteries. That's probably because it has the 2 amp power supply, so you probably could get by with a 1 amp and it would go up a little slower. There you have it though. And here they are side by side. Works great.